I am in a state where I feel more focused, more involved in the process, and I've realized so many things. I've realized how much disempowered I have become by eating all this addiction with food. And actually, it has made me feel so devastated. I mean, the amount of time I have consumed in preparing actually food for people, the amount of time I used in shopping, well, it's unbelievable. I mean, how much energy I have consumed, how much money, how much sadness. I mean, something was not cooked well, and then you suffered a lot because it was not the right way. Or in terms of energy and how you use your life, it is a kind of, I don't know, I'm realizing that it has affected me to such a way that as if we are slaves to food. I mean, if this is not nice, then we'll have to apologize for this. So it is time for reevaluation, time for redesigning, time for refining, and I want to claim my life back. I mean, from all this stuff. And yes, I'm very determined to be here, just with B capital. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. This is what we're doing. We are replacing doing by being, and it is challenging in the beginning, but the more you have done, and the easier it's going to be to do, to be. So you will find a lot of creativity in being, a lot of simplicity also. But I have to remind you that everything that you did, even if it is, as you said, a lot of energy involved in the food, this is how now you can understand it with so clarity, with so strength, with so much, you know, it's obvious, it's an evidence for you now because you have all this past life that you had that brought you up to here, to this moment. So meaning that this knowledge of how you're going to pursue your own journey is so private and so belongs to you, really to only you. And you understand that who are you? You are the sum of all the generations before you, until you go up to the first man that walked on this earth. And before being a human being, we were maybe something else, you know. And this is what we carry as memories in us. Huh? So we arrive at this point where we have a beautiful option for our humanity. Huh? This is what we can observe, huh? Embracing whatever was from the past and saying, okay, the past was perfect, I am perfect, but now I get back my power, I take back my power, and I decide to do something else with it. Huh? And this is so precious that it's priceless. This is the road of the bodhisattvas. Huh? When you realize that you are getting out of the suffering, and you're getting out of the suffering because of the suffering of everyone that was there before you. So the duty for us is so, we were never alone. What we were doing, we were just high on drugs, and we were separated from the oneness. And now that we reconnect and we see how easy it is, only on 9 days, just on liquids, and this is only the beginning of the journey. So what you're going to face now is just the challenge how to bring this stability in the beginning, and this can take some years to bring stability. And to go through at least 1 year of your life by keeping this intention of being pranic, and being pranic, being on liquids, basically, and maintaining this consciousness. But you will see that you will need to go back to solid food just to understand how much is going to affect you, and how much time you're going to take to reconnect to the state now that you are in, this state of joy and happiness and centeredness. Because now that you have tasted at this magnificence, you have the memory, it's printed in your cells. So whatever you're going to do, you will want to come back to this in a way or in another. And there are gates in the world, doors, as our friend said. He said, I am a door, but he was a door because he had the knowledge. So breatharians carry the knowledge. They carry in a way that the light is steady. And when the light is steady, you can go and bring the light on the top of the mountain and shine. So it's up to you to understand how much light you have, and if you can overcome the light when you bring it to hell. And this was the capacity of the angels. Archangel Gabriel has the capacity to go to hell, to talk to the demons and say, don't do this, don't do that, and then go back to heaven. Okay. He was going down to hell. They had free journey. They could go to hell and go back to heaven. The same way Buddhas can go to samsara and go back to nirvana. Remember, hell is the world of suffering. Kingdom of heaven is the world of joy. Nirvana is the kingdom of heaven, and samsara is the kingdom of suffering. And the Buddhism explains it in a much more deeper way and with much more details how it works. And what you are doing now is you have found a path. You have found a small path that brings to the nirvana state. Nirvana state is just a state of unconditional joy. You don't need something that is going to produce joy. You are already joy. You already love.